Go where the experts go and the locals know. 1300 Truck Hire. One 300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.
The first thing we need to do when using the lifter is to turn it on. Open up the control box, and with this funny looking red key here, turn the isolator switch on. You have two settings. You can either use the remote or you can use the toggle on the side here. As you can see from the picture, the remote is setting number 2 and the toggle is setting number 1. Note too that the toggle is a dead man switch, meaning you have to hold it when operating. We're going to use the remote. Make sure the setting's correct, the key is turned on, and plug your remote straight into the plug here. On your remote, much like the toggle, you have two directions, up and down. And what we're going to do now is lower the lifter, bring it all the way down until it touches the ground. It will stop itself, and from here we can unfold it. Pull on the handle once, and the second handle twice, and then you have your ramp. Once you have whatever you're loading on the ramp in the center, you're then ready to raise it up. Hold the up button until we get all the way to the top and you're good to go. Another useful feature of the lifter is to keep it halfway and then you can use it as a step. This is really useful for couches or things that are heavy that you walk back up into the truck that wouldn't fit on the lifter. It's also useful for the lighter things like boxes and where you can just use it as a step to run in and out of the truck as required. When you're finished with the lifter, everything is in reverse. So we bring the lifter down to the ground. Once it touches the ground, we fold it up again using our handles. And then raise it up to the top. And it will stop itself again. Then we take our controller out and turn it off.
1300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.
Go where the experts go and the locals know. 1300 Truck Hire. 1300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.
When it comes to fueling the truck, you'll see that they're all clearly labelled, in this case diesel. To undo the cap, you use the same key you used to drive. Open up the lid there, Plug the key in, twist it, and then turn the cap off. Take the cap out and place it somewhere safe while you refuel the vehicle. When you're finished refueling, put the cap back on by twisting it in the opposite direction. Twist the key in the opposite direction, pull it out, and close the cap, and you're good to go.
1300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.
So I started using Truckhire in 2017. A friend of mine who is a florist suggested them to me. I realised that the car that I was using wasn't big enough as my business started to grow. I started getting into the vans. The fact that they're air conditioned all the way through from the cabin to the back of the van is always perfect for my flowers to keep them nice and fresh. And then when the business got even bigger and I took on bigger jobs, I needed the bigger trucks, and they've been super handy for that. I love the fact that Emma always looks out for me, like always, and James and the rest of the team. The service has always brought me back. The family vibe. I would recommend Truckhire because they look after their people every time. Yeah.
Car licensed trucks are very simple to drive. They function just like normal automatic car. Indicators like a normal car, handbrake. On the gear stick here we have park, neutral and reverse with drive off to the left.
1300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.
Hello, Dave Ward is my name. I work with RGM Maintenance in Cairns. We're the Daimler truck dealership supplying Mercedes-Benz Freightliner and Fuso trucks. I term my job as truck specialist. I've been supplying trucks to 1300 Truck Hire since 2012. 1300 is a family owned and operated company, and I believe I have a very good working relationship with the family. I really class the people here more as friends than clients. It's one of the limelights of my week, really, when I come out here. Everybody's so friendly and it's just a really nice environment, and I really enjoy working along with 1300 Truck Hire. Behind me you can see some of the trucks that I have helped 1300 purchase, and there have been many of them over the years, and I guess a bit of a rap to Fuso, which is a brand that 1300 have purchased mainly. Fuso is a very user-friendly truck. They basically don't give problems. People hire a truck and away they go and do what they need to do. As you can see, I'm an old bloke, and I started playing with trucks when I was a very small kid. Family had an old truck called a Studebaker that I used to sit in and go brrr and change gears, and I just always loved trucks. I then became a truck driver and drove trucks for many years and long distance, and drove in New Guinea on the Highlands Highway, and I was lucky enough to be offered a position in trucks with RGM Maintenance. Everybody in RGM know that I've been in the trucks because horse races are on the radio, because I love to have a punt. I like bigger trucks because, well, it's part of my history is that I've driven, you know, the bigger trucks for a lot of my life, and there's just, you know, a greater sense of power in a big truck, and yeah, king of the road, I guess. I keep getting told by people around me that at my age I should be retiring, but I don't want to do that because I love trucks, and you know, if I retire, it would mean that I'd gradually move away from trucks, and I don't want to do that.
When it comes to the condition reports, at 1300 Truck Hire, we use photos. So we don't make drawings, we categorize the vehicle damage and the vehicle condition by taking photos of the entire vehicle inside and out. We do this because it's both accurate and it provides a timestamp of when the photos are taken. And this will be done right before your hire. So you know that the pictures will start at the beginning of your hire period.
1300 Truck Hire.
Cairns owned and operated.